Also, the Olds College is providing application fee waiver. So tell us about that. What about this exciting opportunity and how students can take advantage of it?
Absolutely. So for a limited time,
Mhm.
Olds College is waiving the international application fee. So I would say that if students are interested, reach out as soon as you can. Get that support throughout the admission process and get your application in. As I said earlier, we want to make sure that students are giving themselves enough time to go through what is needed in the application process, as well as for study permits. So if you apply early, you're going to be rewarded with that free application.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of our Thoughtcast. And joining us today is a very special guest, Ms. Karen Dancy, the Director of Admissions at the Olds College of Agriculture and Technology. Welcome to the show, Karen.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
We are so excited to have you, and I'm so looking forward to our conversations. So, Karen, for our audience, could you just introduce yourself a little, briefly about your experience and your work?
Absolutely. So, as you know, my name is Karen. I'm currently from Alberta, Canada, working for Olds College of Agriculture and Technology. I've been working in the field of student services, education, and recruitment in Canada now for just over 10 years.
Right. So you interact with a lot of students. I'm going to ask you so many questions on that.
Fantastic.
All right. So for my first question, so Old College has built a very strong reputation for its focus on, hands-on learning and industry-driven education. So can you share more about the, college industry and how it has been evolved from the years?
Absolutely. So Olds College was founded in 1913. So we're celebrating over 110 years of education. And all of our programming, what we firmly believe in, is industry-driven programming. So that means that all of our instructors, they have the industry experience. We have a really strong focus on hands-on applied learning. So students, right from their very first day, they're getting in there, they're getting out of the classroom, and they're actually being able to work and engage with industry and get that work integrated learning experience.
That's absolutely great. Karen, actually, when a student or anyone thinks about the term agriculture, the first thing that comes to their mind is farming, but it's not that. So how does the Olds College integrate AI or tech in the farming and makes it futuristic for students?
Yeah, for sure. So I always like to ask when we're engaging about agriculture, did you eat today? And it seems like a very obvious question. Of course,
Right.
of course, we all have to eat. But what's happening in the world is that our population is going up, but the world, the land mass is not getting any bigger.
Right.
And so we're integrating technology, we're integrating data science to make agriculture and farming more efficient, to increase yields, and to do that in a way that's smarter. Olds College is actually home to a 3,600-acre smart farm where we engage autonomous robotics, drones, data science. Everything that typically you associate with IT is now being associated with agriculture.
That's actually sounds very cool. So can you tell us, about some of the flagship or most popular programs at the Olds College, which usually, international students go for?
Absolutely. So we have two really key areas in agriculture, which is either agricultural business or agribusiness programs, where we offer applied degrees as well as post-diploma certificates. And then we also have our Bachelor of Digital Agriculture. This is a brand new cutting-edge bachelor's program that integrates precision agriculture, entrepreneurship, business leadership. And it was really an industry-driven program that Olds College was able to create in hand with our industry partners to help foster the leaders of agriculture for the next generation.
That's amazing. That's amazing. How does the college ensures that the students get the hands-on experience while they are studying? Because it's very important. We all know the classroom education is not very enough.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things about Olds College of Agriculture and Technology is that we say that our campus is the classroom. We are home to, for instance, for our hospitality program, we have our own hotel on campus. For our environmental science and technology program, we have our own wetlands on campus. We have a 3,600-acre smart farm. We have all of the tech and equipment right on our campus. So even when students are learning in their labs, they're doing the hands-on learning. And then a lot of our programs also incorporate work integrated learning or a co-op. And so, for instance, our Bachelor of Applied Science in Agribusiness, the fourth year of study, is actually a full-time paid internship where students are being able to engage directly with industry while they're still a student.
Right, so students can get experience while they are studying, which will also help them finding a job after graduating. That's amazing. Yeah. So while applying to a university, the process is very competitive. We all know. So is there any special tips you would like to give to our students so that that will make the application stand out?
Absolutely. My biggest piece of advice to students is apply early. Give yourself enough time. One of the biggest barriers that I find when engaging with students is that they don't give themselves enough time, and that's enough time to go through the application process at the college, as well as find housing and apply to residence if you want to live on campus, and then give yourself enough time to apply for the study permit, because that can take upwards of a couple months.
Right, those are some really great advices. So, Karen, studying in a different country is a huge investment for everyone. We all know that. So, how does the college helps financially students? Are there any financial aids or scholarships available? Also, if you could just brief us about the living cost in Canada.
Absolutely. So I'll start with the second half of your question about the living costs. So with that, living costs do vary across Canada. So as I said, Olds College is based in Alberta, which is on the western side of Canada. It's actually one of the most affordable provinces to live in. We have the lowest tax rate in all of Canada at only 5%. So right there, by studying at Olds College, students are saving money just on their everyday expenses. As well, we are about 45 minutes north of Calgary in the town of Olds. Olds itself is more affordable to live in than some of the larger urban centers for sure.
Right.
We do have really great supportive on-campus housing. That's approximately $170 per week. Olds College offers some really great scholarships for international students. We do have entrance scholarships that are applicable to all programs up to $3,000. As well, we just launched a brand new scholarship for our Bachelor of Digital Agriculture students that will take off $10,000 off the cost of attendance over their 4 years. So definitely some really great affordable options there. And then as Olds College is a public Canadian institution that is located in Alberta, we do have a lower cost of attendance just to begin with. So our tuition is around 17,000 Canadian per year, which can be, more than half off some of the other institutions across Canada.
Right. So while we're on the topic of the the college and the campus, I want you to tell us about the campus life there. How vibrant is it? Like the clubs and societies, because that's also a very important factor students look for while choosing any kind of university or college.
Absolutely. One of the reasons why I love Olds College is because it is a closer knit, smaller community. So right from, when you start applying to Olds College, you'll notice that there's an enhanced level of student support. Our classroom sizes are smaller too. The average classroom is about 20 to 25 students. So the professors actually get to know each student's name. They know when you don't show up to class. So that can be a win or a lose depending on how you look at it.
Right.
But they really care about your success. We have specific international student supports as well, from opening a Canadian bank account, getting a Canadian telephone number, a Canadian health card. We have a really great international student experience department that's there to support you with those logistical things that you have when you move to a different country. And we also have a really great diverse cultural support. We have our own Diwali event on campus that we have hundreds of students, faculty, and staff attend. We have a whole lot of different cultural and social events that are planned both for domestic and international students throughout the year.
That's great. So now we know Olds College has a vibrant campus life. Olds College have good scholarships and also future ready courses, and it's also affordable for students. That's amazing. Also, I want you to ask, since we're talking about the agriculture, what are the recent trends have you noticed in the industry? In terms of career, and what careers students should opt for.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I'm most proud about Olds, and that really speaks to the agriculture industry, is that 96% of our graduates are employed after they graduate, which is a fantastic stat. And what we know about agriculture is that it is changing. We do need future leaders that are coming in with that tech background, with the data science experience, and we're having a lot of retirements happening, especially
Right.
in Canada. So it is estimated that there's going to be a demand for 70,000 jobs in the agriculture sector coming up before 2030. So right there, it's if you want to invest in education that's going to get you a career that's in demand, the agriculture sector is definitely an area to consider.
Amazing. Those are some really good numbers, I guess. Students should look for making a career in agriculture as well, integrating the the technology in it. So, Kiran, we know that networking is a very integral part of studying abroad. If you want to make a career, you need to you need to do networking. So, how does the old college help in that? Also, are there any part-time jobs on campus, off campus available for students to survive there?
Yeah, excellent question, because we all know that you go to school to get a job. So
Right.
it's very important that the college is able to support our students in that. We have a career services department.
Mm-hmm.
They host multiple career fairs throughout the year, where we get hundreds of employers that come onto campus throughout the year, that connect directly with our students and our soon to be graduating students. Our
Right.
career services also helps support with an online job board, interview preparation, and resume review as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then for part-time jobs on campus, we do have a lot of different opportunities for students to get involved right on campus, whether that's through our students organization or getting a job with the college. Just on our team, in the recruitment office and international office, we do have 3 international students right now working with us. And then we actually just had one of our recent Bachelor of Applied Science students that was working part-time with us while they were a student. They just got a full-time job working as an admissions officer with the team. So a lot of opportunities to get in the door, to get that first job, and then to build from there as well.
That's amazing. That means there's something for everyone there. So, since you interact with a lot of students, and you deal with them, so what are some basic, common mistakes that every student make? And, if you could just give us some tips to avoid them.
For sure. I think, especially being an international student, I studied abroad as well. And I think a lot of students, when they first arrive, they're paralyzed by fear.
Right.
And it's very understandable moving to a new country, to a new culture, different climate, different weather. It can be very intimidating. But my biggest piece of advice is to get involved, and get involved early. So I know that when you arrive, you might be jet lagged and you might not want to go to an orientation just because you're tired or, unsure. My suggestion would be to go to the events, to engage with students. When you're sitting next to a new classmate, introduce yourself, because it's when you get involved that you really find that connection, that support, and it's a really wonderful thing once it all falls into place.
Right. Those are some really great advices. Thank you so much for sharing. Also, can you just share any inspiring success story of of a student or an alumni who have benefited significantly, from studying at the old college?
Yeah, I actually just this morning saw a LinkedIn post from our Students Association Vice President of
Mhm.
Academics. Her name's Ashmeet Kaur. So she came to Olds College as an international student. And she kind of had a similar story to what I just described. She arrived in Canada, only had 2 suitcases, didn't know what to do, but decided
Right.
to get involved. And she was actually elected our vice president of academics for our Students Association,
Mhm.
was on the board of directors, and was able to get involved. And so she was one of our post-diploma certificate students in horticulture and environment, went on to run as vice president, and now she's actually found a home and really great success in Alberta, Canada.
Right. That's amazing. Um, so many international students, choose Canada, Canadian institutions based on their eligibility for the postgraduate work permit. So can you confirm if the old college, graduates qualify for PGWP, and what are the key requirements?
Absolutely. So a really big change in Canada was that they were limiting postgraduate work permits to fields that were deemed in demand.
Mhm.
So where there's job availability. The good news about Olds College is that all of our programs are industry driven. And so a lot of our programs are eligible for postgraduate work permits
Mhm.
because of that linkage. And so, anything from horticulture to agricultural business, digital digital agriculture. We have a brand new post-diploma certificate in supply chain management. All of these programs are PGWP eligible, and that's simply due to Olds College's due diligence to ensure that we're offering programs that students are going to be successful and find lasting careers in.
Right. So, since we know India is a farming oriented country, so I personally want you to ask if you can just tell us few career opportunities, rising in the agriculture industry.
Yeah, so sometimes when I talk to students, they think of agriculture and all they think of is a farmer in the field
Yeah.
working with their hands. But in Canada, especially, agriculture goes a lot further than that. It's now, using your tablet or an iPad to program farming equipment. It is analyzing data that you get from the soil to try to increase yields. It's chemistry, it's environmental science, and working to make our land and our practices a lot more sustainable.
Right.
So there's definitely, I would say, it doesn't matter what your subfield is, whether you're more interested in IT or entrepreneurship or leadership, there's definitely a spot for you in the agriculture industry to help propel us all forward.
Right. So we are also seeing a lot of policy changes in Canada in terms of, international education. So tell us your opinion on that. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that there were definitely parts of Canada that did have an influx and too many students that services could not support. Same with housing. This was a really large issue, especially in Ontario around the Toronto region. The good news about Olds College is that we're not there. We're located over in Alberta, very welcoming, a lot of robust wraparound supports, and housing is available. Olds College actually offers a housing guarantee to our international students who are able to apply each year by a certain date. So as long as students are giving themselves enough time looking ahead, there is a lot of different opportunities there. I think the policy changes have got a lot of attention in the media and even on social media as well. I know that there may be a lot of students that have family, friends, or relatives currently in Canada dealing with the impacts of the changes. I think it's really important to note that Olds College is located in Alberta. We've been doing very sustainable enrollment practices. We have really robust wraparound student supports. And so I wouldn't let the recent changes deter students from looking at Canada. Canadians remain very welcoming. Canadian education remains top of the world. It has a really great reputation. And so, looking outside of the major cities like Toronto, Canada still has a lot to offer.
That's very reassuring. Thank you so much for telling that. Also, when a student goes to a different country, parents are very paranoid about the safety. Also students feel homesick a lot. So how does or are there any services available in the old college to help students with that?
Absolutely. So Olds College is a smaller town, located in a smaller town. So the town of Olds has about 10,000 people, and Olds itself is very, very safe. I do pride ourselves on having that. There is 24/7 campus security as well. So definitely our students on campus are able to have that peace of mind. And for students that are dealing with sickness, it is definitely tough, especially with the hour change.
Right.
But kind of going back to my earlier advice, getting involved and getting that support system around you is incredibly important. Olds College does also have mental health and health services right on campus too, to support you through that change. We have really robust pre-departure support as well as in-country support. We offer an airport pickup program too, so students are able to get that one-on-one support right from their very first day when they land in Canada. And then of course we always try to include different key cultural events on campus, so you don't feel like you're missing out while studying in Canada.
That's absolutely amazing. Help is very much needed during the first year of the graduation, since it's a very new place, new country, and you're making new friends. So it's much needed. Also, the Olds College is providing application fee waiver. So tell us about that. What about the exciting opportunity and how students can take advantage of it?
Absolutely. So, for a limited time,
Mhm.
Olds College is waiving the international application fee. So, I would say that if students are interested, reach out as soon as you can, get that support throughout the admission process, and get your application in. As I said earlier, we want to make sure that students are giving themselves enough time to go through what is needed in the application process, as well as for study permits. So, if you apply early, you're going to be rewarded with that free application.
That's amazing. So old college also have multiple intakes. So can you tell us about the latest upcoming intake in the old college?
Yeah, so our next intake is going to be in September 2025. That is our major intake for the majority of our programs.
Mhm.
So if students are looking at applying for that, apply ASAP. We're starting to get down to the deadline to apply for free for that intake. And then the next intake will be January 2026. Those applications are open. So definitely take advantage of the free application and get in touch with AECC to get your application in.
So whenever a student think of Canada, they usually think of Vancouver, Toronto, or Calgary, and Olds is 45-minute distance from Calgary. So how is the difference in living standard, and what's the life there?
Yeah, for sure. I like to think of Olds as being the best of both worlds. Living in Olds, you really get that small town feel.
Mhm.
It is supportive. It does have everything you need. We have the grocery stores, the big supermarkets, the shopping, as well as the really great restaurants. We have this wonderful Indian restaurant that was actually opened by one of our town residents that moved from India. So it's very authentic. A lot of our students like to go there because it's a little bit of home away from home.
Right.
But in Olds, there's about 10,000 people. It has all the services that you need. But if you ever want to go to a really large sporting match, a concert, have the big skyscrapers and city feel,
Mhm.
Calgary is only about a 45-minute drive away. So you can live in a very safe town that has everything that you need for your day to day, and then
Mhm.
drive into Calgary for that bigger city feel.
Right. So it's very reassuring to know that, the area is safe and students can feel home away from home, since you mentioned their Indian, restaurants, supermarkets. So that actually helps a lot. Thank you so much, Karen, for coming to the show and giving your time and answered all the questions very patiently and explaining it to us. It was lovely having you here.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. And yeah, I look forward to welcoming the new students in this fall.
Right. You gave us so many insights, and it's going to help a lot of students out there. And to our viewers, if you guys have any questions about the Olds College and the application process, feel free to reach out to us, comment down, or visit your nearest AECC branch. Our counselors are always there to help you. And if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who needs it. Subscribe to our channel for our next episode.